good to enjoy a cup of tea. Now, today on our gold feature, right here in Gitugi Factory, Othaya, Nyeri County to be precise, we will be learning so much about Orthodox tea production, which focuses on preserving the singular virtues of the leaf. I'm very sure you want to see how that works practically, and I want to take you with me as we learn about the Orthodox tea. Come along with me. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Ngena.
I'm Patrick.
Nice to meet you, Patrick. And you are?
I'm Agnes.
Agnes.
Yes.
Now we're here as Kenya's Gold because we want to learn so much about Orthodox tea production, and we believe Gitugi Factory is the place to be.
Thank you.
Sindio?
Yes.
So tunaanzia wapi?
We are going to start from the receiving bay all the way to testing. And I think because with me here is my production manager, she's the best person to take you through. So I think I want to give you over to her.
You're going to use these PPEs for your own safety, also for the safety of our final product.
So once we are geared up and we are safe, what is the next step?
Now we go to the processing area.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
This is the offloading bay. We have a truck that has come from the field. And the first stage here, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to confirm the quality of the leaf that has come in.
Right.
So we are going to sample. Whatever she's doing, she's sampling from every bag.
So you mix them together?
Yes, we mix them together. And then we'll be able to separate the good leaf from the bad leaf. So for KTDA, target good leaf percentage should be 68% by weight.
All right.
Okay.
So as it is, this is coming from the tea buying center, where they also check the quality.
Yes.
So when it comes here, it's also reconfirming the quality.
Yes, we reconfirm for the truck. At the center, we were checking quality per farmer.
What is the weight in each bag?
A maximum of 12 kilograms.
So now that they are offloading,
Yes.
and we are also trying to get the quality.
Yes.
What is happening on this side? Can we go there and see?
Yes, you can see. We have sampled some amount from our bags, and then we weigh 100 grams. Okay. So from the 100 grams, we separate the good leaf from bad leaf.
Okay.
What is good leaf? 1 leaf and a bud, 2 leaves and a bud, soft budge. That is good leaf. That is KTDA standard.
So just give us a bit of description on, because we understand 2 leaves and a bud.
Yes.
Now we also have 1 leaf and a bud.
Yes.
What is soft budging?
So soft budgie is a leaf that does not have a bud, but the leaf is soft. Okay, so we have a soft budgie and we also have a bud. This is a soft budgie. So there are 2 leaves, but there's no bud.
There's no bud.
As compared to this, these are 2 leaves, and a bud. Yes, this is good leaf.
So 2 leaves and a bud is a good leaf?
Yes.
2 leaves without a bud is what we're calling the
soft leaf.
Okay,
Soft leaves. 2 soft leaves without a bud.
Okay, and
that's
the other one was
bud.
1 leaf?
And then 1 leaf and a bud.
Okay.
Yes, that is good leaf.
Okay, so we separate them here?
So we are separating them from the bad leaf. Now this is good. Okay, so good leaf, we are placing it here. Yes. So 2 leaves and a bud. This side.
What if we have 3?
That is bad leaf.
This is bad leaf.
Bad leaf because there should have been 2 leaves and a bud. So a bad leaf makes it bad.
Bad. So this is an example of a bad
Yes.
leaf.
So you put it here. You also look at the stalk. The stalk should not be long, they should be short. This is the stalk.
So is this long or short?
This short.
This is short.
This is good.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you can show us an example of one that is long so we can tell a bad one.
This is a long stalk. So this is an example of a bad
This is a bad leaf.
Yes.
So this is long.
because it is 2 leaves and a bud, but the stalk is long. So makes it bad.
When you're here, you can't be tempted to cut it a bit and take it there.
But there's somebody who was supposed to do that at the factory. Again, at the center. Again, even if we do this just 100 grams, even if you cut, what about whatever else is in there?
There.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, when we get to if we get this information that we have a lot of long stocks, we'll be able to communicate to our FSC, who will be able to get that that information to the farmer for them to improve the quality.
All right. So what if when we have a situation where one leaf is half cut? Like
this is a damaged leaf and it is part of bad leaf.
So this is also bad?
This is also bad because it is damaged.
Damaged.
Yes.
So once we have our separation, we
Yes.
have our bad leaf and we have our good leaf, what happens next?
Now we want to weigh the percentage of the good leaf.
We said the standard is 68%.
68%.
Okay, show us how to do that.
Weka.
How many grams are we putting here?
We are only putting in the good leaf
Okay.
because we want to know how many grams it is. Okay. Good leaf is 72. So we say our good leaf is 72%. So it's above the 68. So at that point, we say that is good leaf.
What do we do from here?
From here now, we have our first stage of processing called the withering. So for us to get this leaf to the withering section, we need to hook it on the monorail. You pick a bag and then you press on the hook. Try that.
So now we are going to the first step, which you have said it.
Withering, yes.
So can we go and see what happens there?
This way. This is the section. These are the troughs, okay? This is where we press the leaf, okay? What is withered? It is the removal of moisture from the leaf. We call this the monorail. We have somebody who now unhooks. The way we've hooked down here, so they unhook, okay? And then it is spread on the trough. Why do we do that? We use air to remove the moisture. We use dry air. Leaf, scientifically, when it comes into the factory, it's about 80 to 85% moisture. So for Orthodox production, we want to reduce this moisture from 85% to 55%. This trough has a mesh, and then it has a fan. At the far end, it has a fan. A fan that blows in dry air. Okay, so we use dry air to remove the moisture, to speed up the process.
Okay.
And then spread. Let me show you how to spread. Okay, so spreading is done like this. And then, after opening up, it is then evenly spread. Okay.
Is there a machine that is used to measure to find out if it was 85% of moisture? What do you use to quantify that?
We have a moisture analyzer.
So how long
And
does
then
it
after
take
that,
to get it to dry?
It takes 8 to 12 hours.
All right.
It's dependent on the condition of the, we call it the ambient condition.
Ambient condition.
Yes.
And that's the dry air from the
Yes.
fan that you say is here.
Yes. Then once it is spread and it's even, then we wait for the wither. So this is the Orthodox processing area.
Okay.
These are the roaring tables, and there are 5 of them. They are labeled Rora 1A, table 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and Rora number 3.
Here we are bringing the withered good leaf. What happens over here?
So the withered leaf that we've just seen from the withering section is fed on Rora 1A or 1B. Each Rora has a capacity of 350 kgs. Okay, so it is fed one at a time.
What's the difference between this process and how it happens, the rolling, with the CTC?
Right now we've seen this is hard rolling. For CTC we do cutting. CTC stands for cutting, tearing and carving. Okay, so the grain for CTC is smaller compared to the grain for the mix.
Can we see how it looks?
Yeah, sure. This is what rolling is all about.
So you said for how many minutes do we put it in the machine to make sure that we get the optimum results?
30 minutes.
What next?
It is discharged from the roller. Okay. After it is discharged, it comes to this machine. We call this the sifter or the roll breaker. The roll breaker separates mesh. A mesh that sifts small particles from the whole leaf. So whatever came from 1A proceeds to 2A. The dual that came from 1B proceeds to 2B after the sifting. So from here, now we move to the oxidation section.
Okay.
So this is the big bulk, okay? You see it is whole leaf. And then here we have the fines.
So this is the fine one?
Yes, the fine one that has been sifted.
Now this goes back?
No. Now this does not go back because there's no fourth rolling. So this one is also oxidized in these trays.
Okay.
Yes.
But if you were here, it would have gone back.
Yes.
Because this is the second
rolling.
and the first.
Yes.
Okay. Now the fine one?
So the fine one now is proceeding to the fermentation unit.
Alright, so now we're in the next step after we have done the rolling and the sieving. And here in the oxidation unit, I can see 1, 2, 3. Please help us understand if they play different roles altogether.
Yes, they do. After first rolling, we got first fines. After second rolling, second fines. And after that rolling, we've got third fines. These three fines are at different stage of oxidation. So at no one time are they mixed. That is why we have these three CFUs for each of the fines.
Okay.
So the first one is for first fines, for second fines, and also for third fines.
Right.
It's a natural process that take place without any additive. Inside the reef, we have an enzyme, and then we have a substrate. The enzyme is called polyphenol oxidase. The substrate is the catechin. So the two in presence of oxygen reacts and give us the desirable quality of the tea. We call them that they are fragines and they are rubigens. So this is completely natural process and there are no additives. And it is also responsible for the color change. In withering, you saw the leaf was green. At the rolling, the dual was green. But now, as we head to the drier section, the dual has changed. It's now coppery brown.
So once we are done here, what happens next? Once oxidation has fully happened,
yes,
what happens next?
Then we move to the next stage, which is the drying section. So this is the dry area where we have the dryer and the grading section. So the dryer is for removing the moisture, the 55% moisture to 3%. So that one helps now to get the black color. We always talk of black Orthodox tea, isn't it? So after firing, that is where now you'll be able to see the black color, and also to help extend the shelf life. Okay, because if the tea is moist, it tends to get mold. We reduce the moisture for purposes of getting the color and also the flavor and also the shelf life.
Shelf life.
Yes.
So once it's dry and we have our 3%,
yes,
what happens next?
Then we grade it now into different grades. Here we have different machinery. We have the Middleton at the far end, the shorter sifter, Trinic, Mickey sorter, and the hexagonal Google.
How many grades do we get from Orthodox tea?
There are 7 grades.
So meaning, Atekena pale dukani, each grade has different market prices.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So can we see how the different grades look like?
Sure.
Possible?
Sure. Here are the different grades.
So which is the finest,
Yes,
the number one grade?
The finest is the FOF, Flowery Orange Fanning, followed by FBOPF. Okay? You see now FOF is the smallest.
Yes.
Followed by FBOPF. Okay. Then FBOPF Special. Okay, this is a specialty because of the tips, and also the price for this is high.
The price.
These are premium tea, yes. It's a specialty, it's a premium tea.
So let me ask, between this and this, which one is more premium?
This, the special, the FBOPF Special. It's
Okay.
more flavored as compared to
this,
the
okay.
FOF.
Alright.
And then we have pecan. These are now the whole leaf. OP1, FOP, and OPA.
And how did you achieve this level of neatness?
Yes, after grading to different grades, we have an intelligent color sorter. This machine assists in cleaning that tea, removing all the stalks. Yes.
It's the
done every 1 hour. Every hour, so that in case there are faults along the line, we are able to rectify in time. So now we have come here to test the Orthodox teas. We have them. We call this the leaf, okay, the infusion, and the liquor. Okay, for the leaf and the infusions, you use your eyes to see. For example, when you look at this, it's black with tips. Okay, the size is correct for the FOF. Then the infusions are coppery bright. Okay, and you can also do the nosing. Okay, where you are able to get the flavors, and then the testing.
All right.
Yes.
So what do we test
testing,
first?
we are going to test the FOF up to the OPA.
Okay.
So we use this. Then we do what we call the sapping.
The sapping.
Sapping, yes. Okay. You want to spray the liquor to the glands at the back of your tongue. Okay, like this. Let me show you.
Show me.
And then we spit in the spitter for every grade, every single hour.
And what was the need for the
because you want to expose that liquor to the glands behind your tongue.
Okay.
Good. You are doing good. Keep it up. Yes. So what are we looking for? The flavor, okay, briskness, okay, and the strength.
All right.
Mostly for Orthodox tea, we go for flavor because the consumers for Orthodox tea, they do not use milk.
Okay, so
Yes.
can you try a different flavor?
Yes, sure.
But before we do, also because of the whole parameters of checking, what are the hygiene practices over here because we are spitting?
This is called a spitum, and its function is just that, where you spit. But then, after every 3 hours, it is cleaned.
Okay.
You can pour the rest here, and then go to the next. The next
use
one.
the same cup?
Yes, use the same one.
So this is the FBOPF.
Yes. And then you sap. So how is it?
There is a very close taste to the FOF.
Okay, yes, kindly taste the FBOPF special.
So this is the premium one.
Yes. How is that?
I feel compared to these two, it has quite a stronger taste.
Stronger. It's more flavory as compared to the FBOPF
Like I
and
can feel
FOF.
more taste rather.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So also to note, the reason why we are testing every hour, because we want to identify probably a fault. We have faults like higher firing, we have faults like raw, you can make a rawish tea, okay, so that in case there's such fault, you are able to rectify in time.
All right.
Yes.
And there's a viewer at home wondering, since I'm using the same cup for the different varieties, is the taste mixing each other up?
No, it's not, because it's the same tea. The only difference is the grading.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. Try the last one. OPA. Try OPA.
I can tell a major difference
Between this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the demand is high for peko.
Yes. The demand is high for FBOPF Special Peco and OP1.
All right.
Those are premium teas.
All right.
Yes. The FOP. How is that?
Close to OPA.
Okay. Because it's also whole leaf.
Yeah.
So those two, they tend to be close to one another, just like these two. Because they are small in size.
All right. And
Yes.
then we have the
So this is Black Orthodox. Now, in addition to Black Orthodox, we also have other specialty tea, though we are not making them at Get to Get. We have the white tea, the green
The
tea,
green tea,
the purple tea. Yes.
Of late, the demand for Orthodox tea is beginning to really rise.
Yes.
What do you think is the reason as to why many people are leaning towards it now?
Sri Lanka went under. And Sri Lanka is a country that processes a lot of Orthodox teas. So when they were not able to process Orthodox, the buyers also wanted that tea and it is not available. They came to us. Luckily in Kenya, we are able to produce very high quality Orthodox teas, actually higher than Sri Lanka. And so we were able to satisfy the market. So that is how the demand came and we increased our production. For example, Getuge last financial year, we did 1.3 million, up from 600,000. Last financial year, we were able to sell everything that we produced. But of course, right now, the market is not very good.
Now we can move to the next step, right? What is it? Packaging?
Packaging.
Yeah. Now we're from tasting,
Yes.
understanding the different flavors.
Yes.
What is happening in this room?
This is called the packing section. Okay. Now, after grading, and now we've confirmed that the quality is okay, that tea must be preserved for ease of transportation to the destination.
Right.
So we use these paper sacks. This one we call it the rigid paper sack, and we use it for Orthodox teas, and especially the whole leaf, because it reduces the breakage. In Orthodox, when one grade breaks down, it becomes another. So to reduce on breakage, we use the rigid paper sacks.
Right.
Yes.
So after here it goes to